Yeah, everyone's pulled up well. We got through unscathed, so yeah, it was good to get the 4 points, and yeah, now we're just looking forward to this weekend.
It's all back in your own hands now, isn't it? With the results over the weekend have been quite favourable to you guys with that win.
Yeah, we've just see it as we just have to continue winning. If we continue winning, we should yeah, make finals, but we don't want to have to rely on other teams losing to get there. So yeah, every game from here on out's a big one, and we just want to keep winning, as I said. Oh well, they're all going to be big from we've got 7 games left. We're going to have to win most of them to make the finals. So every game out, it's a big one. It was a big one against St Kilda, so this week's just as big. But yeah, really looking forward to it. Yeah, I think both teams will be looking at the game the same way. Both really need the win. We've both had a couple of close losses as well throughout the year, so I know they're going to be wanting to bounce back from their loss up in Brisbane, but yeah, we're going to be prepared as they are, and yeah, just looking for a real good contest. Not too sure really. We've just yeah, we've played some really good football there this year. We really pushed Hawthorn, really pushed Geelong. Obviously had a few wins there as well, so I think the ground suits us. With Melbourne's weather, I'm pretty happy to be playing there at the moment. I don't think so. I think it's a quick deck, and it should really suit us with the smalls we've got, and we've got a lot of pace throughout our side. So yeah, I think it's just one of those things. Honestly, couldn't tell you. I think he'd probably give it a go this week training. We'll have our main session tomorrow, so yeah, if he gets through that, I'm sure he'd be right to play. But yeah, I think the medical staff will have a look at that later on in the week. Now that I'm down back, I'd like to have him down back with me, but yeah, he was great, and Sam Rowe coming in as well, had a couple of big targets up there, and they clunked a few contested marks, which are so valuable these days. So yeah, he's great to have. I think Geelong have got Harry Taylor, and it's a real a lot of sides are looking for that guy who can play back and forward, and Lockie obviously does both ends pretty well. Yeah, obviously it was a pretty tough month. We couldn't get a win on the board, and we were playing reasonable football apart from the Collingwood game. So just to get that win and probably takes a bit of pressure off, and just get the enjoyment back in football adds a lot around the club and makes training a lot more enjoyable. I think there's probably about 6 sides that probably cemented their spot, but there's probably about 4 or 5 that are really fighting out for sort of 2 spots in the 8. So every week's going to be huge. Kangaroos are one of those sides along with us, so this week we're just really looking forward to the contest. It's going to be a great game, Friday night, big stage. Really looking forward to it. I know they do start pretty well, so we're obviously looking at that as a key area for us. Yeah, we just want to be in an arm wrestle with them. I'm sure they're going to feel the same about us. We've been playing good footy apart from that Collingwood game, so I wouldn't see us setting ourselves any different from any other week. St Kilda game was a huge game for us. They'd had the wood over us, so we really set ourselves for that game, and we played really good football, so I don't think too much would change. I'm not too sure. There's probably just a bit of feeling there. They've had the wood over us. They probably thought they could get another win over the top of us this time round, but yeah, the boys really stood up. As I said, we really set ourselves to sort of stop their run. They really had beat up on us probably for the last 10 years, I'd say. They probably won 16 out of 18 or something, so yeah, it was a good result for us. I think he's been playing pretty good footy for 5 or 6 weeks now, so yeah, he definitely looks explosive, and that sort of back in those days when he won his Brownlows and stuff like that. But yeah, I've always seen him as an absolute superstar, so even when he has an off night, he still does a lot of things that probably the media and that don't realise, but the teammates do. Yeah, he's a super player. You've got to remember he's had 8 or 9 weeks out, so to come straight in and try and pick up the pace of the game is obviously tough, but it'll be better for the run. Yeah, he's just going to get more match fitness, and he's a ball winner and a key tagger as well for our side, so I've got no doubt he'll respond this week.
What ladder has Mick started looking at? His ladder or the real ladder?
We haven't had a real team meeting this week, so I'm sure Mick will have a few stats for us later in the week.